Good morning, children. Let us start we were doing the functions of marketing. In that, there were three categories of the functions of marketing. The first category is exchange function, concerned with the transfer of ownership. Under this, there are two functions: buying and assembling, and selling and distribution, which I have explained to you people yesterday. Okay. Now, second category was physical function, which is involving the physical distribution of product and services. That how to distribute the product and services. So the distribution of product and services, that is called function of physical supply, has two functions, that is transportation, and second one was storage or warehousing. We are going to discuss that today. So all of you just see in your book. Page number 314, transportation. We are going to do the first function of the second category of the function of marketing, that is called physical functions of physical supply. In that, how the goods are physically supplied from the producers to the consumers, definitely through transportation. So transportation is a means of carrying goods from one place to the other place. Okay, now it plays a very significant and important role because it is a link between the producer and consumer. Is it clear? Then transportation create which kind of the utility? Transportation create place utility, all of you. Okay, now transportation is important because it actually remove all the barriers of distance and help to stabilize price by matching supply with demand. Okay, so as demand increases, transportation help to increase the supply and help to stabilize the price, means help to maintain the price stability. Okay, so transportation is one of the important function of marketing. Now see all of you in the book, the third function. Underline also, transportation is the physical means of carrying goods from one place to another. Then it plays a vital role in marketing, means it plays a very important role in marketing because the success of marketing actually to some extent depends on transportation, because success depends when the goods and services produced by producer must reach to consumer and give the consumer satisfaction. That is only possible through transportation. So transportation has an important role in marketing. Then underline, it serves as a link between the producer and consumer who are located at different places. Okay, so who is a link between producer and consumer who are not living in the same place, who are living in the different places? It is the transportation. Then underline again, transportation help in assembling and dispersing the goods. Okay, first it collect the goods and then it disperse the goods, means it spread the goods to the consumers. Then it create what utility? It creates place utility by carrying the goods to such places where they are needed. It also help in widening the market. Till here you people have to underline about transportation. I think the lines are very simple and easy. Then after that, in the same point you see, transportation, from here underlined, removes the barriers of distance and help to stabilize prices by matching supply with demand. Is it clear? So it removes the barriers because it actually help in supplying the goods and it help in matching the supply of goods with the demand, okay, and help in price stability. It increases mobility of labor and capital. It promotes specialization in marketing and production. It provides provide wider choice to consumers. Till here you people have to write. Okay, so how much you have to write under transportation, that also I told you. Now the fourth function of marketing is storage or warehousing. Means now you know that producer produces a commodity. Okay, the commodity what is produced is not actually supplied to consumers. It supplies as per the requirement. In different time period, it supplies different times of the commodity. So as I told you, transportation create place utility, storage or warehousing facility create time utility, because goods are produced in one time period and it is supplied in different time periods to the consumers, and that is only possible by keeping the goods in the storage or in the warehouses. Okay, now see these functions, all of you. Storage refers to holding and preservation of goods from the time of production until the time of consumption. Okay, so goods storage is actually help in holding the goods and preserving the goods from the time of production till the time of consumption. It is very important function of marketing, and some amount of goods are stored at every step in the marketing process. Storage create time utility by bringing the time gap between production and consumption. It equalizes supply and demand and thereby stabilizes price. Warehousing is essential for commodities like wheat, sugar, rice, etc., which are provided during different seasons but demanded throughout the year. Only till here you people have to write. So we have completed the second category of the functions of marketing, which is called functions of physical supply. It has two functions, that is transportation and second storage and warehousing. Now we need to start with the third category of function, which is called facilitating functions. Under facilitating functions there are total 9 functions. First is marketing research, product planning and development, standardization and grading, proper packaging, branding and labeling, pricing, advertising and salesmanship, financing and risk taking. Okay, very small things we people have to write. So let us start with the marketing research. Under this you people have to underline first. Marketing research refers to scientific and systematic investigation into all phases of marketing so as to find answers to various marketing problems. Okay, so marketing research is not something like we talk about some category like transportation. नहीं, marketing में क्या है, this marketing research में क्या है, यहाँ पे ये कोशिश की जाती है कि ये पता कर पाए कि मार्केटिंग होल मार्केटिंग प्रोसेस में कैसे सुधार हो, कैसे हम लोग नई टेक्नोलॉजी लॉन्च करें और किस तरीके से मार्केटिंग प्रोसेस को हम लोग स्मूथ बनाए, इस तरीके की रिसर्च की जाती है अंडर दिस फंक्शन विच इज कॉल्ड मार्केटिंग रिसर्च. ओके, सो मार्केटिंग रिसर्च refers to scientific and systematic investigation into all phases of marketing so as to find answers to various marketing problems. So whatever problems which are occurring in the process of marketing, how to solve that, how to make marketing system continue the marketing system smoothly and scientifically, such kind of the research are done under this function of marketing, which is called marketing research. So under this paragraph you people have to write only these 2 lines, that marketing research refers to scientific and systematic investigation into all phases of marketing so as to find answers to various marketing problems. Then second paragraph full is very important, that several techniques are used for conducting marketing research. अब marketing research को conduct कराने के लिए बहुत सारे टेक्निक की यूज करते हैं. What are those? Necessary information may be collected from trade journals first, consumer associations second, government publications, etc. Trained investigators may be appointed to interview consumers, wholesalers and retailers. Questionnaires may be sent through post to obtain the required information. And then next paragraph, the one line. Marketing research is an important function of marketing because quality of marketing decision depends on the fact on which these decisions are based. Till here. Okay, then you can learn some of the advantages of marketing research, okay, which is given here. Marketing research offers the following advantage. First, the potential demand for product or service can be estimated through marketing research. Second, the actual need, taste and preferences of the consumers can be expected. Second advantage. Third, new product can be tasted before launching them for sale. Okay, that is the third advantage. New uses of existing product can be found. That is the fourth, only till found. Then fourth advantage is more than enough. Okay, for third category, we have completed the first function, which is called marketing research. Now, second function is product planning and development. Now, planning of the product, that what kind of the product need to produce, because every consumer want to consume a commodity which can give maximum satisfaction. Okay, so how to design the product, what should be the color of the product, means what should be the packaging of the product, okay, how to make the product properly, interesting so that the consumer can purchase and get immense satisfaction. All these things are decided under this, which is called product planning and development. Now see all of you the book. Product are the foundation of marketing because all marketing functions revolve around product. How? Why? The success of the marketing department depends upon the degree to which the product offered by it satisfy the needs of the consumer. Obviously, the total marketing system, the success of that depends on the product planning and development, because that only help so that how much satisfaction a consumer get from a product. If consumer get more satisfaction, marketing is more successful. If consumer get less satisfaction, marketing will become fail. And this is possible only through this function, which is called product planning and development. Then after that, consumer buy only those products which offer them maximum satisfaction or utility. Therefore, it is the responsibility of the marketing department to design and develop the right type of the product. This function is known as merchandising or product planning or development. Till here you people have to write under this point. Okay. The next one, that is called standardization and grading. Like for example, I told you yesterday, like if you are buying any primary product, means agricultural product, what is the grade we see, what is the standardization we see. If there is an egg mark, we buy that commodity, because that signifies, that tells us that okay, this is of good quality. So स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन या ग्रेडिंग बहुत ज़रूरी होता है, क्योंकि कंज्यूमर्स मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम उसी प्रोडक्ट को कंज्यूम करते हैं जिसकी स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन या ग्रेडिंग की गई है. Is it clear? So definitely now see this point. Standardization refers to the process of setting up basic measures or standard to which product must conform and taking steps to ensure that goods actually produce adhere to those standard. Okay, तो यहाँ पे ये कोशिश की जाती है कि जो goods produce की गई हैं उसमें कुछ satisfaction हो, वो quality हो, जिससे कि वो standard automatically show हो जाए उस product की. Then after that, the last line of the paragraph, standard reflects desirable features of a product in terms of its design, weight, color. Standardization means that goods are of specified and uniform quality. That's very important. Till here you people have to write under the 7th function. Then now see the 8th function, that is called packing and packaging. Okay, now see, packing refers to wrapping, crating, filling or compressing of goods to protect them from spoilage, privilege, breakage and leakage, etc. This is clear. Then various kinds of goods are packed into appropriate container for protection and convenient handling. Bulky materials like cotton and jute are compressed into balls. Liquid, no, this is not needed. Proper handling, only till proper handling. Then come to the next paragraph. Packaging involves designing and producing appropriate package for product. It is concerned with the determination of convenient size lots in which the product is to be put on the market and the creation of proper package for different lot sizes. A package is a case, container, wrapper or other respectable used in the product. A good packaging should be convenient, protective, economical and attractive. Only till here you people have to write. Is it clear? Then come to number 9 point, which is called branding and labeling. Branding is the process of assigning a distinctive brand name or symbol to a product. Obviously, brand. Giving some name or giving some symbol to a product is called branding. It's called branding. Is it clear to all of you? Now, after that you see, it's called, it's called branding. All right. Now, you people need to understand one thing, that Branding, underline all of you. Branding is the process of assigning a distinctive brand, name or symbol to a product in order to differentiate it from competitive product. Branding helps to give a separate identity to the product. It facilitates advertising and price control. Branding helps to create loyalty to the product and build reputation of the producer. Branding goods enjoys a wider market as the need of personal inspection or sampling is avoided. Till here you people have to write. Then comes to the pricing. Okay, the 10th one. Pricing refers to the process of fixing the price of a product or a service. Pricing is an important function because it determines the sales volume and the amount of profit. A product is acceptable to the consumer when it is reasonably priced. Okay, a sound price policy helps to satisfy consumer and to yield what? Profit. Only till here you people. These points no need to explain. These are already understood to you people. Then come to advertising and salesmanship, which is very important part of marketing, and then last part of marketing. Informing and pursuing prospective customer is essential for successful marketing in competitive world. Advertising, salesmanship, sales promotion tools are used for this purpose. Advertising is the process of making the firm and its product known to the people in such a manner that desire to buy the product in creating them. Advertising seeks to retain existing customers and to attract new customers. It informs and educates people and pursue them to buy a product or service. Till here. Is it clear then? What kind of marketing is advertising is used? Advertising is done through several media, for example, newspaper, magazine, radio, television, cinema, posters, exhibition, etc. Till here. Now comes to salesmanship. Salesmanship is the process of creating demand through personal contact between the buyer and seller. I think no need to explain this point. It eliminates the gap between the product and the consumer. It provides useful feedback from consumer. Okay, salesmanship help to increase sales and satisfy the needs of consumer. Till here you people have to do. Now last one is financing. That is the 12th one. Financing. What is financing? Definitely the provision and management of money and credit necessary to get goods from producer to consumer or industrial user. Means from where to get the finances so that goods can be transferred from producer to the consumer. That finances are called financing. Now, it involves providing money and credit required to meet the expenses of getting merchandise into the hand of customer. Financing is the auxiliary but an essential function of marketing. Finance and credit are the lubricant that facilitate the operation of marketing mechanism. Marketing is not possible if there is no proper financial facility. So financing actually is the most important thing which is needed to transfer the goods from the producer to the consumer. So till here, and the last one, risk taking. Risk means uncertainty of profit or danger of loss due to unknown and unavoidable future events. Such type of risk involved in marketing. Risk bearing in marketing refers to financial risk inherent in the ownership of goods held for sale in anticipation of demand. There is a risk in the business. So marketing also involves a risk. Risk may also be arise due to change in demand, fall in price, spoilage or storage, transportation. Anything can create a risk. But we have to avoid that risk and we need to follow the system. Is it clear to all of you? All right, then. You see e-marketing. E-marketing is the last and very short is there in the e-marketing. E-marketing refers to the effort of marketers to inform, interact, transact and deliver products and services through web, email, wireless or interactive digital TV. It involves two e-marketing effort, e-marketing place. Okay, so this e-marketing also you people have to study under this. Okay, so children, I have completed your chapter number 13. This is called marketing. Now I am going to start your next chapter, that is chapter number 14, which is called marketing mix. So most probably I'll try to complete your marketing mix chapter and also, because in this I'll have to first see that what portions are there in your syllabus. So on Monday I'm going to start your marketing mixed chapter, children. Okay, so suppose if 15 chapter I'm not able to complete before pre-board, no worry, that I'm going to complete it after pre-board also. Okay, but I will try to complete next week your chapter number 14 and chapter number 15 also. Okay, thank you, children.